5 o'clock in the morning and we're just leaving Bonaire, and our friends next to us from Sarabi are also leaving. You probably can't see them on the cat next to us, they're leaving. And I have a feeling that Sophie and Ryan have got up this morning to see us off, and that's the green light there you can see in the distance. I cannot believe they've got up to say goodbye. They are absolute troopers. You can probably see polar seal just there in the distance with the red light. If you can see the red light moving there, that's polar seal. That's Ryan and Sophie. We're gradually losing them. We've gone full pelt with the engine just to get a bit of speed up and to get us going, and then as soon as the wind picks up when we come around the corner, we'll put some sail up.
Hello.
Hi, Soph. Yeah, not bad, not bad. We're losing you.
Yeah, I know. You guys are going fast, but I understand. if I had the engine you guys do, I would also be doing 8 knots at the moment. Nice. I'm glad we woke up.
Oh, I'm so happy you did. Thank you. Thank you, both of you. It's so wonderful. We will. Thank you so much for getting up. Love you both very much. Oh, take care. Big kiss. Bye. Oh, bye. I'm gonna start crying again. No. See our friends Sarabi in the distance there. They're gradually gaining on us. James doesn't like that. 8.4.
Yeah, we're both the same.
He's cheating. Okay, so you can see Sarabi in the distance over there. Just going to give them a little call and just check on them and make sure that they are okay. Sarabi, this is sailing vessel Aequus. Please move to channel 69, over.
Aequus, this is Sarabi, over.
Hello Sarabi, how are you? Over.
We're good. I'm looking forward to getting around this corner and getting some more wind in the sails, over.
I know, we're slightly cheating at the minute, we're motor sailing. How about you guys?
Yep, I've got one motor on just helping us around, but as soon as I get around this point, I think we can kill that, over.
Hopefully that would be nice, over.
And I looked at the forecast again this morning, it all looks the same, so hopefully we have reasonable winds all the way up there. I think we're going to be pretty much following each other. Only towards the end will we sort of deviate off, over.
Then it's a race.
No racing here. We're a catamaran, you're a botter going upwind. You're going to win that every day, over.
Wonderful. Well, listen, have a lovely sail. We'll keep in contact. We'll check on each other. Over.
Okay. All right, see you later, Philippa. Bye.
Bye. We haven't actually caught any fish.
Well,
we've got
caught two. They absolutely stink if you touch them.
They do, don't they?
Poor little guys. They'll provide breakfast to a bigger fish. How are you feeling? Feeling a bit sick? Oh no. Admiral's down.
I don't know why I'm feeling like this. I don't normally ever feel.
Probably because we haven't sailed for we haven't done any long passages for a little while now. It is a little bit rolly tonight. Our first day is drawing to a close. Time is 6:30 in the evening. The sun's just starting to go down behind me. We're doing pretty well. We're doing between 7.5 and 8 knots at the moment. The wind's dropped off a little bit. We've got 15 knots just forward of the beam. And yeah, we've done pretty well. I think we're on schedule so far. So if we just look at the trip, our average speed 7.8 knots. And we've covered just over 100 miles at the moment, so that's pretty good, and we've been going just under 13 hours. So we've basically got my target is 7.5 knots. If we can average 7.5 knots there, we'll arrive just after high tide, so there should be plenty of water for us to get into the marina. So that's the plan, and at the moment we've got about 15 knots of wind. It's dropped off a little bit. We've been seeing sort of between 15 and 22 knots today. But yeah, all in all, it's going pretty good. So hopefully we'll have a nice night. We've got one reef in the main, and we've got the full jib out. So we're going to leave that as it is. And yeah, see how we go. We don't expect the conditions to change too much this evening. So touch wood, they'll stay the same. So we're just arriving at the channel of Marina, Cap Cana. They've sent a boat out to meet us, which is nice. The channel is pretty shallow, so we're only going to have probably a couple of feet under the keel, or hope we've got a couple of feet under the keel. It is pretty shallow, so hence why they've sent the boat out. But that's why we raced here to get here at this time, so there was a bit of tide with us. But anyway, should be fine.
James and I are just arriving to the marina, and I'm going to show you the channel in a little bit. We always get really nervous because we're so deep, and this guy's actually come out to make sure we're going to be okay. I'm just going to turn the camera around now so you can see him. So that's our channel there. Green is on the left and the red is on the right hand side, and we were told the channel is about 8.5 feet, and we are about that. My gosh, it looks really shallow, so that's pretty scary. The last thing we want to do is run aground, because to get back out of here looks like it could be hell.
It's going to get shallow when we get to the mouth.
Yeah, he's more or less staying more
to the right.
He was on the right, and now then he's going a bit. Now he's sort of going into the middle again.
Set him to the right, so I think. I mean, I can't be that precise now.
No. The last thing you need coming into a marina is stress when you haven't been sleeping for 2.5 days, and you've been sick, and all the rest of it. Anyway, I don't want to talk any more about that. Just looking forward to getting there now.
Good morning. So today's another early start. We've just had the Navy officers on board giving us the despachio. In Dominican Republic, every time you leave a port to go to another port in the same country, you need to get a despachio. It's basically just a piece of paper, and from what I understand, it's checking with the Navy that the conditions are safe to sail in, that, you know, it's not too rough, because they can say no, they can prevent you from having a despachio and prevent you from leaving the port. But the issue is, every time you leave a harbour, you need to get this despachio, so it's quite time consuming. But they were at our boat today at 6 AM and they charged me a fee of $20. I'm not sure if there should be a fee or not, or whether that was their tip. But anyway, I'm happy that they came early, because today we're going to Samana, and Samana is 90 miles away. And that's a bit of a push for us to do in daylight hours. So if we leave now and we average the 7 knots, we should get there before it gets dark.
Good morning, everyone. You may have remembered when we came in the other day, we were actually in this berth here. As you can see, the wind is coming from this direction, and as we're leaving so early this morning, we decided last night to move from there, and we were docked here pointing this way last night. So basically we've just pulled off of the dock, the wind is in this direction, and it's just pushed us off. As you can see, those wooden posts there wouldn't have been particularly very comfortable this morning to try and push off of, and as we're quite big, the wind would have probably pushed us into the dock, and it might have been a little bit stressful. So we've got away this morning. It's a beautiful morning. Look at that sunrise. Morning, Captain.
Morning, Admiral.
So hopefully we're going to get out of that channel easily. It's very shallow in areas, and we want to make sure we don't run aground. That would be disastrous.
We're having to go very slowly through the channel. Basically, I'm retracing my track when we came in, because when we came in we had the little Marina pilot boat show us the best way. The entrance to the harbour is very, very shallow. I think it's silted up. But we've got the forward-looking sonar on here, so this is showing us the depth in front of the boat, and we're just retracing our steps. And also, I think it's high tide at the moment, so hopefully we should have enough water. Doing 2.5 knots, which is about the minimum that I can, the speed that I can go without losing steering. So yeah, if we do go aground, hopefully it's just sand and it should be okay. But I think we're going to be fine, because I think the tide was a little bit further out when we came into the marina.
This is one of the only times that James is going to get me to eat Cocoa Pops, and that is a very early morning sailing when you know you have to eat. I do not want a repeat of the other day feeling so sick. It's just unbearable. So here's to Cocoa Pops.
So it's 10 AM now. We've been going for about 3.5 hours. Unfortunately, the wind's dropped slightly and it's now coming from behind us. We need to average 7 knots to get there in daytime, so unfortunately we've put the sails away and we're motoring. But it's a beautiful day, so it's not all bad, and we're doing about 8 knots at the moment, so hopefully we'll arrive before sunset if we keep going like this. Admiral's asleep. So you probably can't see them, but we've just come across lots and lots of lobster pots. They're like everywhere. We're in quite shallow water. It's about 40 meters. And yeah, we've seen probably about 10 of them now. So we're just trying to dodge them, but they're really difficult to see because the markers, like the floats, are like white polystyrene, but the white caps on the waves are white as well. So it's so difficult to see them. Really, really tricky. We don't want to get one caught round the hull and caught round the prop.
I'm currently on lobster pot watch, but here they just blend in with the water, with the whites of the waves. So even in the daytime, we've really struggled to see them. I think we just went through one, and it's a polystyrene foam top, and I think we just sliced straight the way through it. So yeah, we need to keep an eye out. And sadly, there is no lobster at the end of this, so there's no prize for all this hard work of running into a lobster pot.
Any fish?
No, sadly not. Just a whole lot of seagrass all around.
Oh, caught a bit of seaweed. Oh dear.
To has whales, so I'm not only on lobster pot watch, I'm also on whale watch. I'm a little bit scared because I've seen many pictures on the internet of whales humping boats, mistaking them for another mate, so I'm hoping that's not going to happen. But I'm also very excited because they're amazing creatures. I've seen them a couple of times, more in the Mediterranean actually than we have here. We saw one whale in St. Lucia. So yeah, we're very excited, but you know, you can miss these things very easily, so we're keeping a good eye out.
Next time aboard Aequus, we meet Louis, the harbour master, tour guide and general go-to guy in Samana. We explore the jungle by horseback and swim at an amazing waterfall. And we learn how cigars are made Dominican Republic style.